Back in October, the Buccaneers dominated their first matchup against the Falcons. Can Atlanta even the score? Find out next on Madden Football.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So these two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Delay of game, offense.
Unbelievable.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Marsh to the 43, second down. The Bucs had 8-3 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 Vikings.
They'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Up the middle they go. It's Hamilton. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You ready to roll? They can't read us straight up. Hey,
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Eluding the... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field. And that's very difficult.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Marsh. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Holding, offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Marsh, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now back to throw. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Up the middle they go. Baker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half, and with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Let's go now.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Hey, pass.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They'll throw now on the final play. try to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, McKinney. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Hamilton, no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll set up to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And they'll look.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Baker. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Here we go. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Up the middle they go. It's Marsh, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in. Back now here on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, There was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. It's McKinney, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Got it. Ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
They're going to look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Baker.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baker.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Marsh. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Buying time to his left. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that